Hi, I'm the Wandering Newbie. A little under the weather, but it's time for more Record Keeper. Today, we have the Final Fantasy III event, where friendship leads. Sorry, I couldn't remember the name of the event. I apologize if, I have to cut out my commentary for a little bit. I am coughing a little bit every now and then, and I'm trying to, stop audio when that happens, so you get a cough in the recording. Either way, whatever. The general theming of the event here is the Crystal Guardians and everything that sort of leads out of there. Generally the power-up stuff, and also Doga and Une are a bit of a powerhouse in this event. Or at least the theming. Okay. Starting off, literally in Doga's Grotto. With Doga and Une. Oops, this is still backwards. What? I did not hear about that. Japanese law. That's kind of buck wild. I feel like this could be turned up a little bit audio-wise. I feel like I've been avoiding that for a couple weeks, but I think putting this up to 10 is probably alright. Maybe 9. Just pump it up one notch. Alright, so in actuality we need a overstrike for this. Thunder God is overplayed. And the crystals is boring. Yeah, right now, no, I don't need an arcane, I need an overstrike. Different. Because I need to be able to cast it multiple times. But yeah, right now with like my voice condition, all that sort of stuff. Here we go. This one owns too. I'm really just congested, and that's leading to some throat problems. What I had last week, and was the onset, you can kind of hear this in last week's video, was I had a bit of a sinus infection, a sinus congestion thing going on, and that kind of like crooked its way down a little bit. I had a face mask on for most of MagFest to make sure I didn't get anybody sick. I think I succeeded. Maddie's the only one that I think got sick otherwise, and I didn't see Maddie most of the first day, so that can't be my fault. I think a lot of the a lot of the pit crew kind of avoided getting sick this year. I know Ty is super hoarse, but that's because he stayed up very late the last 2 days and yelled a lot. Probably that's the result of that. But I think, like, Emily and Geop are fine, and fucking I roomed with them, so. My mission to not get anybody sick was successful. Yeah, I grabbed the face masks on a whim. I was picking up a little bit of extra Dayquil and Mucinex because I was already having a bit of a throat problem before going down, and I grabbed the face mask because I was like, yeah, fuck it, right? Turned out a smart move. Anywho. I think I might have upped this a bit too much. Also, I think the speed is still really high. Yeah. From that jug I did with Go-Go. What element is Onion Knight considered? He's really multifaceted. The whole big thing about Onion Knight is he doesn't really have an element. He's supposed to be a jack of all trades. To the extent that when he finally got an offensive soul break, it is just crystal element. Also, because somebody mentioned it before about, like, they turn into monsters for no reason. I don't have a reason for them turning into monsters. I know that they fight you because their souls are the seal, and also kind of like, hey, are you strong enough for El Rekka? Is Crystal like non-elemental plus? No, Crystal is generally like Bart's is Crystal. It's like a fire, water, earth, wind user. They can really go on any element. So to expand on that, both, like, okay, so Bart's has an in element for all four of those elements. His Arcane and Overstrike hit all of those elements. And his USB hits all those elements and chases on all of those elements. Onion Knight is the same way. Generally, Onion Knight was non-elemental and more supporty all the way. When he got his USB 2, he is just the crystal elements, but magic, as opposed to Bart's Spellblade version. Here's the general. This guy really doesn't do too much. He hit hard, a little bit, kind of. Hit me that good, bud. Right, I can't do voices. I should have tried to do voices. I should have pushed myself. There's my onion lad. Yeah, Elreka is, you know, which I'll never know if it's Elreka or Eureka, because I know they pronounce it differently in 14, I believe. But either way, Elreka is a technical optional dungeon, but like they unlock it because, you know, you're not strong enough to take on the Cloud of Darkness. Either way, actually, this talking, you know, I'm still a little hoarse, but I'm starting to feel a little better talking more and more. But let's get a move on. I mean, you're right, Zane, but whenever I say Cloud of Darkness, mattering on where you are in the story, just replace Cloud with Zonde. It's less a mag play and more a mag I yell too much. Is Cloud of Darkness the worst from nowhere boss of Final Fantasy games? No, dog, that's Necron. It's easily Necron. Hands down, the character that is maybe mentioned once. Somebody mentioned something about a god of death at some point over the course of the game. That's about it, though. Yeah, it's hard to compare the story of an NES game to that of a PlayStation game. Either way, I still think Necron is a way worse thematic final boss. Like, I gotta use the god of death. Ugh, I'm here because the universe is ending. It's stupid. And then the universe doesn't even end. Was Dark King ever mentioned outside the manual? Man, there's a take. Notable for its story, game, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Virgil, don't worry, you're in good company. It was also my first Final Fantasy. Also, I speedrun that game. Or sped run that game. I've done it like half a year. I love Mystic Quest. I won a Mystic Quest event in Record Keeper. Give me Final Fantasy USA. I do hope that aside from the hoarseness and everything, I am coming through pretty clearly. Thank you. That's good to know. We might not go too long today. Just probably enough to get the required stuff done. Just so I can let my voice rest. Because we do have another one of these tomorrow. Where I do the holiday stuff, or the festival event. And then I am actually going to do another stream on Tuesday of something that I saw at MagFest. Because I'm really excited about it. Hello, Cosmic Afro. How are you? This mix, though, is very powerful. Yeah, my voice is a little busted. As it happens, nobody escapes MagFest completely unharmed. Again, I'm less sick and more, holy crap, I yelled a lot. How was MagFest? Great. Absolutely fantastic. We'll go every year until they move the location. So really the most threatening things that Une here does, or the Une clone I guess in this scenario, is that it is capable of these piercing attacks. But as long as you're doing some significant debuffing, they should only do like 1,000 damage. And as long as you bring things to remove the protect on the boss, it'll fall apart fast enough. This fight does remind me that the Final Fantasy III battle music doesn't have much of a loop. It kind of loops pretty quickly, doesn't it? Kite, I believe the lowering your stats while you adjust to your job thing was something that's only in the remake. I want to say in the original 3, what it was is that you had to spend job points to switch classes. I believe that's what it was. I can't recall. Let me do a quick search for that. Yes, the job adjustment phase was something only added in the 3DS version. To replace the capacity system from the original version. Yep. Both had their downsides, but honestly, 3's was more annoying, considering how often they want you to swap jobs. Both are bad, though. The job system wasn't good till 5. So Ultimate Double Plus is Une clone. It is a little scary. The tornado is the worst thing here. And then she has a bunch of piercing attacks. It uses ice damage, so bring ice resistance, really. Ah, crap, I forgot to grab stats. Oh, this Apocalypse Double Plus is extremely bad. I hate saying that as such a blanket term, but there are things about it I really do not like. A lot of the difficulty of the Apocalypse Double Plus this week is all up front. That's it. Every now and again, I like running a Machinist just to see how much damage I can get with gun. Oh, it's 4.5 tomorrow? I think my current plan is, video game wise, I'm going to finish up Dragon Quest, which I have a lot of that ahead of me. And as soon as I finish up Dragon Quest, I'm going to pick back up with 14. And start playing through again. Because again, I stopped playing on patch 4.2. Either way. Also, nice kite. I can appreciate some solid Chivo hunting. The Nocturnia games are okay. I feel like they get a bit much at times, but I think they're alright. And yeah, Neptunia 1 is not a good game. It's one of those things of, I'm amazed this got a series. Acceptable gun damage. It was rough for its time. Let's put it that way. So all you do is Ice Storm? Because it feels like all you do is Ice Storm. Ooh. Big hits there. But yeah, these ultimate fights, for this event at least, seem remarkably simple. Nothing crazy. They have piercing attacks, so bring a lot of debuffs. That's about it. And then just go to town. Alright, but it's time for the real shit. Or at least realer shit. Oh, did they release new abilities with this set of torments? Huh. I'm gonna guess that it was the Machinist, the Summon, and then something else. Ah, the Samram. Huh, so Pokemon Boss set is entirely magic based, so high edge. Ah, perfect. Oh shit, that's right, I still need to make Healing Smite. I'll do that during this Torment set today. Don't let me forget. Are there any? Ugh. I can't have high voice inflection. I have to remember that. No, let me take that again. Are there any, like real shooter users besides Titus? Titus is the big one, but are there any others? Like maybe Laguna? The Laguna I feel is more Machinist. Waka? Yeah, Waka. Yeah, Noel. Waka's LM2 is Imperial Water with sharpshooter abilities. Okay, yeah. Yeah, alright, that's real. Alright, well. Hello, the clone of Zonde. Zonde 2, the sequel. Ah. I should have waited one more turn. Why do a lot of bosses have clones of themselves to fight you? Well, you see, in the NES era, there were sprite limitations of how much data you could store in hardware. So, clones. You can't see the air quotes I'm doing. Alright, let's see if we can get some of the team back up. Zonde's whole deal is that he is all magic damage and nothing but damage. He likes to buff himself. But almost none of them are offensive buffs. They're all defensive. With the exception of being haste, but he's already a very fastball, so that's fake. Yeah, Gigas Armlets are very good here. Just various protection from status effects or elements are very powerful for this boss. Though you can't protect against meteor. That's just you know, life lessons. Nothing can protect you from a meteor. And yes, as chat points out, once you hit the final phase, he has nothing but piercing attacks. Edge is very real, though. Edge is the realest boy. I do believe he does have a magic buff that he'll use, but just bring a straight magic debuff and you can deal with that easily. Combat King. I tried to make that sound as fucked up as possible. I think I succeeded. Yeah, luckily he doesn't act twice per turn for some fucking reason. They just decided, nah, we're good. He doesn't need to be buck wild. There it is, that's the focus. So obviously, that going into his final phase, which is very powerful, you don't want him to have that up. But I don't think he's going to last much longer. Yep. That seems about right. Okay, so going down the list in order of questions. Yeah, I think the Zonde clone is guarding the ribbon chest. And, for Geist, matters on what it's boosting. So if the record materia is boosting a weapon, it is 10 for whatever the smallest amount is, 20 for significant, and 30 for much more. So it goes, I think, slightly, significant, much more, 10, 20, 30. If it's boosting a skill set, so like Thief, it is 20, 30, 40, except for Dragoon, which is, instead of 40, is 35, because Dragoon skills already do boost the damage. As for magic stuff, there is no hard set rule of thumb for those. They kind of go all over the place. Same thing with attack. But frankly, I rarely use the attack boosters. I just use the magic ones. And magic is generally like between 10 and 20, where the devotion, determination, whatever that one's called, the one from Vivi that tanks your defensive stats, that is the only 20% booster in the game. The second best are like the blind you or tank some other stat for a magic boost, and those are 15%. While this is loading in, I am going to run to the bathroom real quick. I need to pee. I've been drinking a lot of water to try and loosen up my throat. Also, I'm confused because both the in-game thing and now people are saying it, is Echidna male? I always assumed Echidna was a dude, it was a lady. But then again, my first introduction to Echidna was Final Fantasy XIV, where she is extremely a lady. Well, I say we all do a look-see for ourselves. For ourselves. Sorry, I won't increase the pitch of my voice. Alright, so the wiki refers to Echidna as a she. So, take it as you will. Alright. Did I switch things over? I did not. Okay. This boss sucks. So, Echidna here goes way too fucking fast. You see that right there? I fucked up. We'll leave that in. But I fucked up. Let it be known. So, the main problem here is Echidna does go with the whole, usual Final Fantasy 3 stuff of going multiple times. Echidna also hits very hard. Outrageously hard. Way too hard. To an extent. Really what it is that Echidna starts off way too early with piercing attacks before you even have a chance to debuff her. Also that exists right there. That's 99% gravity. So what's gonna happen here in a second is, because I couldn't, well no, I did get both the magic downs off, but yes, witness that 3k damage. If I had not magic broken her, that would have been about 5k. Echidna just hits too goddamn hard. Also, her single target, which she only uses in phase 1, which can silence. Though Bartz is showing up today, I can't shake my nose at that. What? Turn my nose up at that. Is what I meant to say. Bartz will not be silenced. So very fast single target heals are kind of the name of the game here. And then once you hit phase 2, she does another AoE slow. So whoever's up needs to hit your roaming warrior that I hope has a haste target attached to it. Alright, and then you hit the ultimate quakes and the apocalypse quakes. This is more or less just... sorry, again, still recovering. These are just more or less slot in earth resist. Please, for the love of God, slot in earth resist. Like, look how much damage those are doing through 40% resists. Oh boy. He'll be fine, he's a strong boy. Bart's is real. Stay with me, Sora. Stay with me. Okay. That is the biggie right there. So technically, I timed my heal slightly wrong. We're probably about to lose somebody. If not the whole fight. Or... Hoofa, okay. Bart's unleashed. Shin Omega Barts. Like, seriously, bring Earth Resist. Holy shit, I cannot stress Earth Resist enough. Whew, alright. Ugh, now it's time to do that fight with less breaks. But first, a bit of downtime. We're gonna do that ultimate double plus. Because I need me some ore. Guys, I want to say you were on my friends list. You should be. Maybe. We'll have to look into that at some point. This one would be 8. Oh man, you know what I just remembered? I still need to do gift dungeons. I need to get on that. Whew, sorry about that. I felt that one sneaking up. Slight plague. Just some minor congestion. Really, most of the voice problem is from yelling a whole bunch. I'm in the same boat as Ty. Ty is, how was MagFest? Oh, MagFest was so good. There are so many stories, such as the incredibly bad Mugen tournament, which, like, alright, I could say the Mugen tournament was really bad, and you can think, oh, what, were they nothing but broken characters? And it's like, was this your first one? No, this is like my third one. It's less that the Mugen tournament had broken characters, and that it was so poorly run. They had, like, characters that crashed the system. And like, so like here's the perfect summary of how the Mugen tournament was. Because here's what they did: they just grabbed like 400 characters and threw them in there and didn't look at them at all. It was so bad. But like, so here's a good thing. So the first set goes up, right, and they're going. You know, they go for like, I don't know, maybe about like somewhere between 5 and 7 minutes, but like it's a 4-on-4. That's the thing. Like they try and make it like, you'll have a chance one way or another. You know, you're not just luck of the draw and nothing else. So yeah, okay, 4-on-4 characters, that makes sense. And they finish up their set. One of the people stand up, and then the tournament announcer goes, "No, sit back down. It's best 2 out of 3." And you can hear the entire crowd go, "Oh." They went about 3 matches that way, which coincidentally ended up with my match. And then they changed it to just 1 match. That's it. Which, by the way, I don't play a lot of fighting games. I feel as though, like, but I have, like, the mechanics for the most part. And I did really fucking well. And then on our 3rd match, the guy got a fucking god character. He got, like, God Vega, which just puts out a hurt aura. It was ridiculous. I couldn't even get a punch in. He tried to forfeit the character. And I couldn't kill him. Because he was just putting out a hurt aura the whole time. Whack. Anyway. Okay. If I remember right from about 20 minutes ago, this fight is incredibly fake. Oh god, the cursed burger. The burger with entirely too much cheese. Which, don't get me wrong, I like a good cheesy burger. How much was too much? You should check my Twitter. Well, this is a boss. Like, for people viewing on YouTube who just happen to open up this segment of a video, as I usually don't clip these fights to be their own, it's like... thank you, Kite, you linked it for the chat. It was like a ball of cheese on top of the burger, and like, it was cold. Like, I have to emphasize, the cheese was fucking cold. But it was also a grated cheese. It was so fucking bad. I removed a bunch of it and it still sucked. The fucking cursed burger. Okay, so Silvercrest, not only did that burger exist, but the V Prisoner also ordered it, and his looked exactly the fucking same. That is fucking intentional. Also, I can't remember the name of the place exactly. It's like Grill something or another. To be fair, in defense of the place, that's like the only cursed thing on that menu. Everything else is actually really good. We've gone there before, which is why we went. And I went, oh yeah, like a barbecue bacon cheeseburger. Like, yeah, that sounds really good. And then that came out. Like, everybody else's meal was fine. The Granite Brewery, that's it. Yeah. Because that's the big thing I remember, is that the name starts with a G. Like, again, the Granite Brewery is fine. It's fine. We've gone there multiple times. We've never had an issue with the food. This was the first time that anything that ridiculous happened. Were they ridiculously defensive about it? We didn't raise a stink at all, because we just, like, cut the cheese off. Like, we just removed the cheese and the burger was fine. But it was just like, I looked at that and went, this isn't real. I definitely did say, like, this burger's bad to somebody. I was like, that's too much cheese. It was a joke amount of cheese. Anyway. Let's get this other Sid mission done. Like, it's wild because like the food there and like just the restaurants in general all around that area are all really good. Like, again, the Grand Brewery, I won't say like it's the reason why I didn't put the name of the place on there, because I don't want people to be like, well, the Grand Brewery must suck. It's like, again, their food's generally really good, just that burger was cursed. Everything else there really good. We went to like there's a crab cake place nearby there that's really fucking great. There's this little like on the corner like supermarket slash deli place that, aside from maybe messing up the order, like I think one time Emily and Giop went there and got bacon egg sandwiches, and they forgot to put the bacon on the sandwiches. Oops. It's a really good place. I never got my order fucked up. Where else did we go? I can't. The worst part is I can't remember the names of any of the fucking places. There's this really good Mediterranean place where you get shawarma. I can't handle shawarma. I can't handle spicy food just in general. But I got the lamb. The lamb was great. Let me just, Hey, that's just too big. I don't know why that's so big. There we go. Like a little space right there. Anywho. Whew. Ah, this is taking a bit to load in. I'm trying to put my cup down. Alright, I'm good. I'm thinking. Ha! Out thunk. Do I not have Sylph Magic Sight? Doesn't Sylph have a cast time? The only thing that I like about Enkidu is that it's instant. Oh shit. For Earth Resist. Ah, maybe. That would have been smart. I went for more damage though. Sorry, brain fart. Though, I guess I don't actually have any magic going on here. So I could replace the wind. Yeah. You know, weirdly enough, the same sort of situation that's happening right here with the Onion Knight happened in my test run too. For some reason, Echidna just really liked beating up on the Onion Knight. Yup, that's about what happens. Wild. Well. Arya's gonna have to recast it is the one downside here. Or I could have Lunith do it and lose some of the go fast for a turn. I think that's the better move. I kind of need Arya to keep building Meteor. Meteor? Meteor. Meter. Also, I can just use Flash Disaster to get the quick cast back up immediately. Because that's what it's there for. Arya thing actually doing work. Arya USB. Please bring Earth Resist accessories. Cannot stress this enough. Uh-oh. Fight me, coward. Yeah, they'll be fine. Fuck yeah. Joy Venus. Yeah, really, again, Echidna's still very dangerous later on in the fight, but the majority of Echidna's weakness, or like difficulty, comes from the early phase. If you can get out of that first phase, you've kind of won Echidna. Alright. Well, let's do an outro for this video and jump into the Torment video, shall we? What did drop today? Because 3 things dropped. Banner, Revenge Event. Oh, right, the second set of multiplayer. Oh, right. What even is coming out? Type 0, alright. Well, that's it for the Final Fantasy 3 event. Next week we'll have Type 0 with its Torment. So, I hope you've pulled on Type 0 stuff and have a decent Type 0 team. I don't know if I do. I haven't thought that much about Type 0. But I'll see you then. Okay. Descending. Grab my video team, which is just a blank Tyro. And then I need event rules to make my banner picture. R2. There's 9. I set 9. 3. Back up 1 and enter. Properties. Browse. TOR203. Banner acquired. And we make it a little bit bigger. Hi, I'm the Wandering Newbie. Time for another torment. This time it's 3. Whoop, went to completion rewards. That's not right. What a great start to this. Our boss this time is Armon. Armon's whole thing is that he deals a lot of elemental damage. Dark, lightning, earth, wind, fire, ice. The whole shebang. Really, you actually do kind of want to focus more on fire, ice, and lightning with your accessories, and maybe earth with your magicite, as they are. There's only one really big earth attack. He will Stone Gaze slot 2 at the start of the fight, so bring an Ultra Cure. Remember, this is a torment, so they'll still have the wall after you unpetrify them. Ultimate Death will KO slot 4 on turn 4 of phase 4 and 5. So keep those in mind. Does have a Meteor and a Drain, and as I said, there's Incubus Quake and Incubus Tornado, which hits in phase 5. Quake is, of course, in phase 4, and just deals a lot of damage. It hits very, very hard. Not piercing, though, so if you have some resistance boosters, those will help out. But you can't blink it, so unfortunate there. But yeah, just no super major status effect gimmicks or anything like that. Just hits very, very hard, so keep that in mind. Alright. Weird, it's the same party. Just I shoveled the slots around. And stream viewers, you get this as a nice little bonus. If you've been getting every accessory, this is pretty much the optimal accessory layout. Slot 5 gets hit by lightning and ice attacks. Slot 3 gets hit by all elements. Slot 1 gets hit by fire and lightning. Slot 2 only gets hit by fire. And slot 4 only gets hit by ice. So this is your optimal accessory layout. I have 2 Gigas armlets. I super do. It's just, there's no reason. Do you have to have Earth Resist, or can you cover that with Magicite? Again, consider that that's an option. Why not put a second one? What does it matter? I achieve the same thing. They only get hit by those elements. I will take this recommendation from the other thing though. Did I? Okay, I did. Also, like, wait, hold up. Gigas Armor thing. No, I was using Earth Resist there. As I say, like, I literally used 2 Gigas Armlets earlier this session. It was for the, it's fair, because I don't think you were around for it, but it was for... Nope, that's not right either. It was for... Zondet. Right there. Oh, okay. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. Alright, let's do this. The sad thing is, in preparation for this, I was going through a bunch of Final Fantasy 3 characters and looking at their dives and everything, and oh man, Final Fantasy 3 got the short end of the stick, huh? Like, a lot of their dives are just super not worth it. Yeah, Dash gets a good dive, but he was also like one of the later dives that they added. Arc does have ×2 heal. Right. I want to point out I haven't magic broken him yet. Yeah, his damage ramps up later on, just very early on in this fight. He does not feel like a Neo-Torment. Hey, there it is. Oh, fuck, you know what I haven't done? If we're going to do something, I couldn't figure it out. Oh, weird, my damage should be higher. Drink this shit. Whoa. The emulator is chugging. It cannot keep up with this. Unleash the boy. Boy unleashed. I kind of wanted to kill him with Onion Knight though. Oh fuck, fuck, there it is. Alright. Emulator, you are having a frame rate problem right now. More so than normal. Thank you for the reminder, but no, I didn't actually need it for the torment. It was just I need to remember to actually fucking make it. Alright, Show me a slightly harder boss. Ooh. This time, though, with chain. Damage in this fight is realer, isn't it? Oh, I gotta replace those. I gotta swap those two abilities, that's it. Because I gotta swap those two. There's no reason to Ultra Cure. I've never seen this. Yeah, alright. Is it time to unleash a boy? It is. Oh boy. Stay safe on your night. He's fine. So another thing about this boss I haven't actually mentioned yet is it goes very fast. He has a very fast boss for a Torment. Boy is activated. Boy is online. Uh-oh. Rip. I will never die. You'll never take me alive. Fuck. I tried. Well. It was mostly a thrown together party. I can live with that. That will be revisited another time. As my voice is very much needing a rest. But yeah, that party I think is actually 100% fine. I'm gonna need to tweak it a little bit. And adjust timings. But yeah, I think that party pulled off pretty well. And that's where the video cuts. Oh, sorry about that. I wish I could find out what these abilities actually did through this. But yeah, let me grab that healing smite. I will be doing a very quick but sort of abbreviated banner review. Just a sec. Oh, alright. Fire Touch Blade is a 5-hit ability, but it doesn't have anything different to it. And do I have anything for Desh or Cloud of Darkness? Not really. Nothing worthwhile. Yes. Down here. Yeah, that's good. That makes my holy lineup way realer. And I don't have a reason to 5-star it. I'm gonna hold on to those earth crystals and holy crystals. I might need those for something. Let's do a very quick and abbreviated banner review, as I want to go lay down. Alright, so first we have Rayfuzz Arcane. It is a fire boosting fist. It's an arcane out of 10. 3 big hits. Yeah, you know, that kind of stuff. Howling Vortex is 10 physical wind. In wind, and temporarily cause wind abilities to heal the user a small portion of the damage dealt, and cause wind abilities to trigger a follow-up, which is 6 hits to one target. So a pretty good chaser. It's weird. I actually like this one a bit more than his original. The original's a pretty good go fast, but this one I feel is going to get more damage. Yeah, if you can combine this with USB 1, it's even better. Obviously. But, just standard, I kind of like this one more. Yeah, this synergizes with Flash Disaster, so consider it that way too. Heavenly Rains is a instant heal with a big resistance buff, and then enter a Brave mode. The Brave mode is your standard instant heal with a last stand on 3. Very good for the Torment, all in all. But also outside of the Torment, just good. Just good. I can see this working in a lot of different scenarios. Storm of Blades is Luminous Arcane. It's one of the 20 and then big hit on the end. With notable thing that it's ranged damage. So keep that in mind. Gaian Promise is 10 physical earth, in earth, and attack and defense boost. And Night abilities have a follow-up Titan Strike, which is 4 to 6 physical earth, based on how high your defense is, which it's not that hard to get that high. Pretty good if you're going for a DPS option on Ingus. Yes, as chat points out, the only really unfortunate thing is that this doesn't synergize with Earth Saber very well, which is a move that actually lowers your defense. So unfortunately, there might not actually be. I guess you gotta do Earth Assault. That's it. You're kind of restricted to that. But nonetheless, it's still a pretty nice follow-up move. And just Lunat's Overstrike is here too, which is weird. It is an OSB. OSBs are still good. You can use them multiple times as opposed to the once arcane. And it is a wind boosting spear. So, it was added. Okay, right, because we had the different banners. I don't hate that. That's an option. Instantly reduces the delay of the user's actions for 2 turns, temporarily grant 1 level of explosive rush mode to the user, and cause user's fire ability to trigger follow-up, Skydance, Firestorm, dealing 4 to 6 physical. The user has explosive rush mode. Umbrella Love increases the user's explosive rush mode by 1. Her attacks is based on the explosive rush mode. So yeah, Glint with a Chaser is a novel thing. We don't see that too often. And all in all, it's alright. It's good. It's fine. She doesn't really get a Chaser on her USB, so if you combo this with her USB, you can really pump out some real damage. A Hammer for Lunith, which is odd. Howling Winds is just one of your typical instant damage plus empowered infusions. It's fine as far as Glints goes. The Burst, which I assume was added to this banner, is Break of Valor, which is 8 White Magic Holy Water in Holy. Enter Burst mode. Command 1 is 4 single target hits. Command 2 is a single target heal with a Mind Booster. The In Holy is good for him if you combo that into Medine or Holy. The Command 1 is okay once you run out of options. And the Command 2 can actually buff his own mind, so take that as you need. There's no healing here, which is keep in mind. This is when they were trying to make offensive white mages. It's a weird thing still. The Road of Head, which is the road ahead, which is start and fired, which is fine. Fast and Furious, moderate chance to reduce delay of the user's action for 1 turn when using wind abilities. This is also fine. Luna's whole thing is going very fast. Orphan of is start and winded. It's also fine for him. Bookworm is increase the user's mind a moderate amount, proportional to the number of white magic abilities the users use. Normally scaling materia are bad, but mind is weird to buff, so this is actually alright. Genji armor is start in earth, fine for Ignis. And that's it. All in all, the 6 stars are fine here, with a little bit of an outlier in Heavenly Gust, so that is the added one. Still a wind boosting lance, which a lot of Dragoons can use. The glints are fine. The burst is weird, but it works for your boy. And all the Elmars are fine. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. This banner starts off with a double whammy of Forbidden Power and Forbidden Wisdom. These are Onion USBs. One is Magic Mind and Resistance buffing, while also reducing magic casting time and reducing magic casting time for the whole party and granting them haste, making the caster in Sage mode, which boosts black magic damage. Forbidden Power is a shout with the Ninja EX mode, which raises the user's attack, and every time they use an ability, makes them go slightly faster. Both of these can kind of make the Onion Knight go wild, though it's way easier to combo Forbidden Wisdom with abilities than Forbidden Power due to the Onion Knight's restrictive skill set. He does have Ninja. He can do some cool stuff with Ninja. Combat is fake. And Celerity is okay. Also, yes, a crit boost. I forgot about the crit boost. This does have a crit boost attached to it as well. Both of these are very powerful USBs. Seaborn Encounter is Arya's instant USB. So, instant USB, grant them regen, and a barrier that negates fire damage for 100% of their max HP, which is okay in some fights, but this definitely takes a hit to its overall effectiveness due to that restrictive buff. It does work in a number of fights, but Walder's Grace is a holy boosting staff for Arc, dealing 10 white magic holy water in holy, raising the user's mind and resistance 30%, and holy abilities to trigger a follow-up Dia Splash, which is 2 to 6 based off of ability rank. Hey, did you know Arc is a offensive mage as well? That he heal and also he attack. Literally built to combo into holy or Dia. That's about it. Not as good as Rem out of 10, but he tries. Earning Devotion though, still good. 10 physical fire, reduce the delay of the user's actions for 1 turn in fire, and cause fire ability. Increase hit chance, and cause fire abilities to reduce the delay of your next action. So Excuse me. This makes Rayfa go way fast. And also kind of just deal max damage with most of her hits. Comboing this into like Fire Iron Fist and stuff like that can really pump out some big damage. The only downside is it has no chaser. That's about it. But her USB 2 fix that. If you have this and her USB 2, you're going to be dumping out some massive damage. Massive damage. Sorry. Roar of Duty is 10 magic lightning. Imperil lightning. Reduce offensive casting time for all allies for 3 turns. Yeah, no. Oh, sorry. Glint, not USB 2. Sorry. Whenever I think of Chaser, I immediately think of USB. It is actually her Glint that gives her a Chaser. My apologies. So this continues to make Dash this sort of like weird support caster. But also, like, it's alright. The Imperil's very nice. And making your casters cast fast is also very powerful. This makes him very good for the water magicite that I can't remember its name. Which one is the magic one? But yes, still a very good USB. Maiden of Water. Medica. Increase fire resistance by 10% in burst mode. The abilities on this are actually fine. The commands. Instant heal with major regen is very good. And Medica is very good. They keep doubling down on her fire resistance thing, and I really hate it. But hey, if you bring her to Fire Magicite, she'll do a lot of work and be very useful. So there is that. Cloud of Darkness Burst is 6 Magic Dark, non-elemental. Raise the party's Magic Mind 30% and doom everyone and enter burst mode. Doom and haste and enter burst mode. Command 1 is 3 hits with a boost to darkness abilities. Command 2 is 2 hits with a defense mag bargain. This burst is still actually pretty real. The only downside is, of course, the doom. But hey, if you're going for a sub 30 fight, it'll get the job done. Why are there so many bursts on this one? Ancient Lightning is 5 magic lightning. In lightning and enter burst mode. Command 1 is 4 hits and reduce offensive casting time. Command 2 is 2 hits with a mag defense bargain. This is what's it called? To an extent, this is Sid Rain's USB or BSB, but just lightning. If you get him stat boosts from somewhere else, he can kind of go off really fast with that command 1. It's one of the only bursts that still exists that the commands are worthwhile using. Oh, thank God. Onion Knight goes fast. Yes. Excellent. Soul Chains to temporarily increase white magic healing by a large amount when using white magic abilities. It's okay. It's alright. This works for Medicas too, so you can combo off of Medicas. It's okay. It's okay. Double cast should be her dive. Offensive fire abilities to trigger twice. Also very nice. Increased use of magic a small amount, proportional to scaling materials are bad. All in all, the 6 stars on this are fine. This one's a little niche. That's about it. Water's Grace is offensive, but fine. Burning Devotion is great. Word of Duty is great. The bursts are okay. Okay, these two are real. This one, niche. And then the LMRs are mostly good, except for Total Devotion. It's not great. As always, Banner 1 is probably better, unless you have most of the things on Banner 1 and nothing on Banner 2. Then maybe Banner 2 is better. Or maybe you just save. And we get nothing. Or the onion buffs. Those are good too. Well, either way, hello YouTube. You sat through a whole video. Good on you. Hopefully I'm better for the next one that you watch.